So we are back. We're checking out our new product. This is the CKOZESE air fryer grill. It's actually a 9-in-1 device. Let's open this up and see what's inside the box. Okay. So off the bat, we've got some really good packaging here. You're going to feel very safe and secure. The product's going to arrive in one piece. Okay. Now, got some tape here to make sure it doesn't rattle around. Wow, yeah, that's really well packaged. Wow. Okay. So we got griddles. We got a temperature probe right here. Nice. Skewers. Air fryer baskets. Bottom tray griddle, easy to come out for cleaning. Heating element is actually listed on the bottom here, and there's also heating element on the top, and it's designed specifically to circulate the heating around the entire unit. That's really good. That is a very solid item. So they actually give us also an instructions and a little warranty card, it looks like, yeah. But let's open this up. We're actually going to make a couple items on this bad boy right out the gate. You see it's got a little display here with information about the temperature setting, turning it on, and then you can cycle through what you want to do. So fries, wings, steak, chicken, fish, dehydrated fruit, air grill, barbecue, and then barbecue griddle. Okay, so you have all these settings, and it will preset the temperature for you for each one, and also the time. That's awesome. So first off the bat, we want to do, let's do some steaks. I'm gonna put them down. On the griddle. Close this up. And then we've got it set to steak, so we're just going to turn it on with the start button. So now it's preheating. We're actually, I guess, not supposed to put the meat in just yet. Just wait for it to actually finish preheating. I do like that it stops the minute you lift the lid. It's smarter for that. So we'll let these beautiful steaks sit here for a second while we wait for the unit to preheat. So it's now time to add the food. They do recommend that you use the temp probe. We need to make sure it's done properly. So you open it, the bottom plate will continue to heat. The top plate temporarily takes off. Place it in there gently and then close the lid. And now we'll start taking the time. Now it took about 5 minutes for the preheat, which will vary based on your location. So now it's just cooking the actual meat. Like I said, 10 minutes to tick down on that. So the thermometer that it comes with is actually pretty good. It is a smart thermometer. It is digital. You hit the on and off, then turn the screen on and off. You can switch between Celsius and Fahrenheit depending on your preference for temperature or even recipes. It has a hold feature, which is really nice. So after you check the temperature, you can hit hold if you can't see the way it's angled, pull it out, and then look at it and see what the temperature was during that time. That'll be very helpful, and they definitely recommend you do it while cooking your meat. Now also, at any time during the cook, you can take the air fryer / grill and you can open it up, and the bottom element will keep heating while the top will shut down. You can actually take a look at your meat, and then what's going to happen is the timer is going to pause, giving you plenty of time to just get a good glimpse, and then again, the heat's still coming from the bottom. You're still going to get that heating, so you're not going to worry about losing temperature in the space completely, and then it will kick right back onto the timing once you close the lid. Smells really good. It's important to note when you're cooking things like meats that the timer on here is in kind of an average. It's not a guaranteed for the meat in particular. So that is why they recommend with specifically meats and fish that you do use the temperature probe, so you can make sure that you're not overcooking your meat more than what you want to cook it to initially. That's one of the good features of the ability to lift the lid and check the meat, because you're able to basically find out how well it's doing. So I flipped it at the 5-minute mark. I'm starting it back up. The meat is pretty well cooked at this time, so it's not going to probably go the full next 5 minutes, but it's cooking pretty well. Let's give it another check and see if it's done. So they're at the temperature that I pretty much like my steaks. So let's get this out. Keep in mind the griddle will be very hot. It's really hard to enjoy steaks just on their own, so let's get some fries in here as well. So we set it to fries. It's still going to preheat. Got our basket right here of fries. As we wait for the unit to preheat, let's cut up one of these steaks and see how it looks inside. Well, that's beautiful. It's a good medium. It's a very thin cut steak, so the likelihood of that cooking medium rare is very rough, but let's give this a try. That is perfectly cooked. That is great. That is delicious, and that was really easy. The one thing I will specifically say, is that unfortunately when it comes to cooking two things at once, it's not really possible. So the fries were the option we wanted to do as well with the steaks, but that's going to be 16 minutes. So it's going to take a little bit of time, but the steaks are already done. So the thing you might care about more, you want to put in later, that way it's warmer at the end, or you could in essence use this as one of your primary devices for things like fries and cooking your steaks in another location, like say for instance the grill. So unfortunately, because it doesn't cook two things at once, you are only getting one specific use at a time. So plan accordingly. However, there are things that you do air fry at the same temperature, so you could cook those at the same time. in the same basket. If you're doing, like, say, fish sticks and fries, that would easily be cookable at the same time. So we just gotta wait for 16 minutes for them to finish. So you can see here, the fries are getting glistening from the cooking. You might want to give them a toss around here, make sure. But the basket is going to be a really big facet, and the air getting all the way around on them. And they're already starting to crisp up a little bit, which is really nice. And that's only at a couple minutes in. Again, you can always open the lid. The heating on the below keeps going. Top one's on when it shuts off, and then you can basically see how your progress is going. It pauses and then picks right back up. Okay, that's that. Now you can always adjust this to the setting that best works for you. You can raise the temperature or lower the temperature. You can also increase or decrease the duration, whatever works best for you and your style of fry. But this is a crispy fry right there. That's great. And that's what you want when you're having steak and fries, right? You want to have some nice crispy French fries. And that's awesome. Also, if you are worried about cleaning, they did give you this little wire brush, which is great specifically for this basket because it'll get into the grooves a little bit easier than other things will. And because this tray is completely removable, you're able to easily clean the unit without having to worry about cleaning inner parts. I will recommend that you do to make sure you don't splash too much over here, and that you clean up here if you do that. They also recommend leaving the top open for a little bit to allow it to cool down naturally. It'll cool down faster if you do that after you're done cooking the item you're cooking. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully this makes you more aware of this device, and I mean, it can really replace a lot of the items in your kitchen. We'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe.